There it is. Boom, baby. Boom. Rise and shine. It's your morning marijuana motivation time. Your host with the Moses Marquis Saint. Every morning I get up and I'm blessed. You are blessed to be in my backyard. Off my hard work, we're getting this pool together, making things get together. This morning I wanted to share an important message with you. See, every morning I rise and I shine. And I get a chance to preach at people. I get a design. There's Designs by Saints. I did a new logo in an hour, but I wanted to reach you guys with this message. See, the last message I just started trying to stop too, but it's so important that I want to get it to you. So check this out. Very simply, that the things that aren't meant for us are a blessing in disguise. And yesterday I was chilling and I found something out about this girl that was trying to see me. Now I knew she was fucking around. I told her, you play too much. You play too much. Well, she kept trying to bark up a Saint's tree. Well, her roommate just showed up yesterday and told me she was seeing other people. And I was like, I knew it. Now, here's the point. As these things weren't meant for me. And because I avoided them, it became a blessing. So how many times in our lives have we cried over spilled milk or people or situations and didn't realize till later that it was a blessing, that it wasn't meant to be, that you didn't want to be with that person, that you weren't supposed to be at that job, that what's meant for you is coming for you, regardless of what you do. That's such an important thing to know. See, I know we all have fantasies in our head, right? I'm gonna roll this blunt while we talk. But truth be told is, we don't know why we are on a path or not. You know, we're not all fortune tellers. We can't see the future till it's happening. And part of that I like the fact that I don't know what's going to happen the next day. I like the fact that, every day is not a Groundhog's Day and I don't have to repeat myself over and over again. There's a new lesson to be learned. Life is so interactive, and that's why I keep telling people it's the best game going. See, to me, when I was crying over this girl and I thought she was supposed to be the one or why she was in my life, I couldn't see the blessings for her, keeping her away from me. You know, I've already deleted her, blocked her, whatever. But this one thing where you would be so sad if this person isn't in your life. It's going to be so fucked up that this didn't work out. And we cried over spilled milk. Now, the adage says not to cry at all, but there's going to be times where you're going to need to filter out your emotions. And I love crying. It's such a great filter for releasing negativity. And we all have negativity in our lives. That's why I call it Saints Addiction. We're trying to turn the negatives into positives over here. And part of doing that is realizing that things that get taken away from us isn't something to pout about, but something to be celebrated. Like not everything can be given to us consistently. Like gifts, we tend to buy our own happiness. I tell people all the time, what I want can't be bought. Like, what are you talking about? I want children. What are you gonna do? Buy my genetics off the shelf? How about my dreams? Are you just going to do the work for me and then I'm just going to attain them? You know? Or how about the woman that's supposed to love me? And I don't want a supposed to. I want a for sure love. And I know most people would admit that too, where you want a for sure love. You don't want to be around somebody that only wants to fake their love for you. And that's what I was finding. I told this chick, I don't want your fake love. Now I'm with the love of my life and we're having babies and children and I'm getting married. Like, I look back at those things and go, oh shit, that didn't work out. I feel so silly for crying. You know, I feel so weak for letting someone into my life that wasn't good for me. This is part of the process, man. If I didn't get through her, I wouldn't find the next one. And if I definitely didn't thank my lucky stars for keeping me away from the crazy one. But there I was, crying about it, thinking about it in all my conversations. And she wasn't about that at all. She was about the highest bidder or fucking whoever she thought had the source or the money or whatever. And I couldn't see why somebody was doing that to me. I couldn't understand the lesson that the life was trying to teach me. And that's when I started to learn. Not everything's meant for us. Not everything that we chase is meant for us. Now, don't get me wrong. I chased my business. And that was a personal decision. I sat on the island in Thailand with my feet in the ground. I go, I'm so happy. How do I keep this going? That was a personal choice. This is something I'm always going to go after. Like my mom, she's like, Mark, are we ever going to stop talking about shirts? No, Mom. We're constantly going to talk about shirts. That's just facts. It's a part of my life. to talk about the things that I'm passionate about. Now, the people that aren't as passionate as me aren't meant to be with me. They're not going to see the same function. You're going to have some dream killers in front of you, and you're going to be like, why is this person in front of me? Well, one, maybe to see if you want it bad enough, and two, to test your faith in what you believe in. That's it. That's the same as what I just said before, actually saying, but you get my point. You know, these people are a test, and we'll get mad about it if we don't pass the test. We'll be like, this person didn't make it, they were supposed to, they promised me, we were doing, I did for him, she did for me, blah, blah, blah. Dude, move on. Be grateful for the lesson you're getting. These lessons don't come cheap. They're gonna come with your heart price tag. That sucks. Your soul price tag. That sucks. But the lesson's invaluable. The fact that I know that some things aren't made for me helps me move away from things that are bad on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know, like, some friendships feel good, right? But then you get in fights with people, like kids in the graveyard, you know? They need separate sandboxes. That's in real life. Some things are supposed to stay away from you and be happy they did. Yesterday I talked about it, but like someone owed me money or something. I couldn't hire a security guard to keep that person away from me for so cheap. If you owe me 20 bucks, 50 bucks, 100 bucks, I couldn't hire a security guard to keep you away from me for so cheap. Now, if you wanted to be my friend, you would have kept borrowing money. You would have kept using me. And there are people that use other people. So get happy that you became unused. Get happy that this person took their fangs out of your neck and went on with their lives. You know, a lot of people get sad because they feel that that was supposed to be. I know us all do that thing. It's called the abuse cycle, where we allow people to treat us differently than normally, or what we would normally accept, or what you should accept for people to treat you like, and that's the level they're going to treat you on. They're only going to treat you on the level that you allow it, and that's what I stopped doing. I stopped allowing people, no matter how pretty, how cute, or what I thought, or what they were saying. Action. If my heart didn't feel right and my instincts were telling me something, I paid attention. And that's what I'm telling you. Pay yourself some attention. Pay your gut instinct some attention. Listen to those voices. Don't cry over it. You don't know why it's happening, but like we all say, there's a blessing in it. And we're like, well, my heart hurts right now, I didn't get what I wanted. And we start throwing a fit like a child. Like, but daddy, I'm an Oompa Loompa now. And it's like, no, dude, you don't get what you always want. We can't always get what we want, but if you try sometimes, you just might find you get what you need. And that's what I wanted to talk about at Lyrics on Shirts. Yes, I'll make any lyric on any shirt. I own Lyrics on Shirts. Let's go. Let's talk about what you need, not what you want, not what you're going to cry over, not what some person you thought loved you took away from you or anything. I'm so grateful for what had happened the way it happened, man. I was starting to get wrapped up in this chick, and it was fucking with me. It was fucking my contacts, fucking with my head, fucking with my soul. And I'm like, why is this person doing this to me? To use me. To use me. And people can use other people. They can use energy. They can use resources. They can use love. They can use manipulation. They can use their body. They can use your body. And I was like, you know what? Let me do a morning marijuana motivation of this and reflect back and go, man, I'm grateful that's not happening no more. It was such a danger to my life, and it got taken away from me. I should be grateful. You know, I should be grateful, not cry over spilled milk and go, oh man, this isn't working out. Whatever. However, we whine, not rewind, we whine. I wanted to undo that and say, I'm grateful for the way that things transacted. I know I got hindsight 2020, and that helps, but on God, on everything, if that worked out, I wouldn't be as happy as I am right now. I wouldn't have a chance at a family. I'd still be thinking she's cheating on me, calling other friends, telling them about this chick, having to tighten up my circle B and get the squares out of it. So, you know, no squares in my circle. I don't deal with that shit. All I want is shine. That's just what saints do. That's all we're going to do is shine. And we're going to be extremely grateful for the path hasn't been defined yet. But as we walk it, we get to learn from it, and that's such a cool experience. I'm so blessed to have my life. I love my life. I keep saying it out loud every day. You know, to be able to get these perspectives later on, and you're like, whoa, dude, I was into that chick, and she was fucking all my friends. No way. But at the time, I would have been like, I just need her, bro. She loves me. I love her. This is supposed to work out. How many of us done that? How many of us have talked ourselves into bad situations and then wonder later, why'd that happen to us? Why is this bad shit happening to me? Well, check it. We have a chance to learn from everything. How cool is life? You know, these levels, you get another chance at Donkey Kong. You get another chance to go get the princess. You get another chance to go jump over the flaming barrels that are getting thrown at you and go get the prize. So I wanted you guys to all have some sort of prize in their life. I want them all to keep chasing. It is worth chasing. Even with the mistakes, you still got another quarter. You throw it in the machine and you try your best. Then you follow your gut instincts, man. Follow your gut instincts. We were talking about yesterday, but know that not everything's meant for us. We think that we know, but we have no idea. And only after we have climbed a very difficult section of the mountain and we have a perspective from the top can we look back down and go, oh yeah, that's why I jumped over that boulder. That's why I jumped over that creek. That's why I made that decision. Don't hate your decisions. They're gone. They're in the past. What you can do is move forward. And that was the best thing I did, was move forward. Now I'm in a position, a better position, with a better woman, with a better mentality than I ever did before. And it was only because I had to sacrifice some of my mental stability and make a mistake. Life's not perfect. And I learned from my mistakes. So I'm following my gut instincts. I hope you do too. Thanks, Jiminy Cricket, for being on my shoulder. Thanks for always watching out for me, even when I'm not watching out for myself. It's a blessing. Life doesn't have any promises to us. It didn't say it was going to be perfect. That's Disney selling it on us. But you know, you can find perfection through the mistakes. You know, I've learned it to improve my next relationship because I learned from the other mistakes. That was the cool part, was I was like, oh shit, I've seen this movie before and it happened like this. It's starting to give me life experience. You've seen so many movies over and over. Why would you make the same mistakes over and over in your life? That's how I talk, you know, and that's how I think. I'm like, wait a minute, I've seen this movie before. I know the murderer's behind the closet. Why open it? Why would I consistently keep dating Scorpios? Why would I keep consistently dating people that leave me hanging on Christmas? Why would I keep dating people that don't help me feed the homeless? I started asking myself that, and I was like, the truth is I needed to be patient enough to wait for a woman that did help me feed the homeless. That wasn't something that I'm into too. You know, a lot of people will try to make something the backwards way, right? You can't make chicken soup into chicken shit. You can't force people to love you. You can't force people to believe in you either. And that's why I do Saintsgiving. You know, that's what Saints Brand's all about. You know, I don't need you to believe in me. I just need you to give. And that's just facts. So with all of our efforts, a lot of hands make light work, and that's what I'm making. I'm making light work of this life. It's very difficult sometimes, but for the most part, I love my life, you know, and I am kind of grateful that it is. Not kind, I'm extremely grateful that it is this interactive. I wouldn't want it all perfect. I wouldn't be able to appreciate when it is good. You know, when I do have a woman that really does love me and go out of her way to celebrate my birthday and show up with, you know, balloons and cake and candles and makes me laugh and keeps me laughing, keeps me on my toes. That's what I wanted. If I was still chasing those other hoes, I would have never got here. So it's like, you know, how fast can we get past this lesson? How fast can we learn it so it passes by and we can get on to the next? And that's what I anticipate. I really embrace and drive change in my life, because that's what's going to happen. So no matter what you do in your life, change is the only constant. It's important that we reflect on that, you know, and go, after this changes, what's next for me, you know, instead of the dwelling on subjects like, oh man, I got fired from my job. Nah, man, you got your freedom. Figure that part out. Go switch your perspective and watch your life change. Go, oh man, she left me. Nah, man, I'm learning a really cool lesson right now in my life. And like, whoa, you have a healthy disposition in your heart and in your mind. It's like Jedi, you know, to be able to go like, this too shall pass. One of my favorite sayings, this too shall pass. You know, it gives me reverence. You know, it gives me solace, you know, comfortability inside that, you know what, they're right. You know, out of all the times that I've experienced, the part of experiencing time is noticing change and how things change and our wants. You know, like, you know, all I wanted was you know, t-shirts when I was a kid. You know, like, all I wanted was the right clothes and to be in the right groups and go to parties and shit. Then in 20s, all I did was party, and in my 30s, all I did was travel. Now in my 40s, now all I want to do is family. So my wants have changed, just like your wants will change. Your motivation will change. You know, that's why this is called the morning marijuana motivation. You got to be willing to be flexible for your dreams. And when it's that easy, you know, it opens up. It opens up when you're in a flow. If it's not in flow, all of a sudden the universe starts sending you some static, like, wait, not this chick, or, you know, she's lying, or another reason for being, or, you know, there's deeper meaning in what's happening with your stress. So everyone has stress. Everybody's going to have conflict in their lives, but there's deeper meaning in it. It's not just some irritation that needs to put some cream on it and go away. I go deeper than that. I go, what is the lesson that's being taught to me right now? I think it's the best question to ask yourself. It's a healthy mental question. We always talk about mental health and stability and wellness on this show. That's what Saints Addiction is all about. But why is this happening to me? Not then, like they did in Turkey. The why? No, I'm not supposed to question the gods. I'm saying, what is the lesson in it to me? Because it's obviously happening to you, like you personally. Why you? And not like a, Jesus, Lord, why are you the curse? No. This lesson was meant for you, like a package from the post office. It's got your name on it. It was delivered on time. You might not like the timing, like a bill. You're like, oh shit, man, here comes the postman. All he brings is bills. But when you open this package, when you open it and it's meant for you, there's so much brilliance in that. I'm so grateful for all that, for reals. So for all y'all, and I mean all y'all that are out there battling their mind or battling a situation, find your lesson in it and move on, because that's the best situation you can do, is see the future for what it is. It's a new future without the same outcome that we've been toiling on. And I appreciate that. I fucking really appreciate life giving me, you know, a reset button or another quarter to play, so I can keep playing this Donkey Kong game, skipping over these flaming barrels that have been thrown at me, to go be free, to be my best self. And that's not what we all should be doing. That's what we do here as saints. We are looking to become a better us. That's what saints do, a better human, treat other humans better. And the only way we can do that is by being real with ourselves. You know, I talk a lot about blessings, but it's only because I feel the blessings. I can see them. I see them for what they are. I can see the hummingbirds come by my window and chill and talk to me. I'm like, that's a blessing. You know, finding out about a girl that didn't love me, that's a blessing. Most people would have ran to the bar and started crying and hurt themselves and, you know, overdrink and can't manage their emotions. And I'm like, stop. Don't do that to yourself. You'd already done that to yourself so many times in your life, beating yourself up for something someone else did. That's asinine to me. Why hurt yourself further by someone else hurting you? Quickest way to get revenge, man, success. When you're all healthy and over that person and you move past her. And now I'm looking at it like 3 months later, whatever it was, 4 months later since Christmas, and I'm over this bitch and I'm finding out all about her. And I'm like, I am so grateful I got her fangs out of my neck. I'm so grateful that I have the woman in my life now. It was all meant to be. But again, I had to olay out of my way. I had to let the bull go right past me, even though his horns were out. Even though he was charging as fast as he can, I just olay. And that big old 600, 800 pound fucking Taurus bull like I am coming bearing down. Olay! Sidestep. Olay! And it's such a beautiful feeling to be able to sidestep something so murderous, so vindictive and angry like a Taurus is. He's gonna remember that you were running on him for 8 seconds, holding his balls in a rope. You don't want to be on that. You don't want to be on that. You want to be off to the side, like, woo! I rode the ride. You know, like, this thing's trying to kill me, and I made the most of it. So, you know, that's what life feels like. It's like this really crazy ride for 8 seconds. You survive. You look back. You pick up your cowboy hat, and you go, whoa! I rode that bull, and I live to tell about it. And that's how I feel about situations, like, whoa. And it's great to tell other people about it. That's why I do the morning marijuana motivation. So maybe you can learn from, or you will learn. Everybody will learn eventually. But learn from someone else's mistakes. Listen to what a saint's trying to tell you and go, like, some things ain't meant for us, y'all. Some things ain't meant for us. and be grateful for it too, because it doesn't matter what we do in this life, the universe will fucking scream at us. First it whispers, then it roars. So I already blocked that chick once. By the second time, third time, on me, I wasn't listening. So the universe had to yell at me. That was 4 months ago. I'm all pouting about a girl over Christmas, and now I'm on a new girl, and I ain't pouting at all. I'm extremely happy and looking forward to having a family. So on my heart from the start, it's your boy Marky Saint. This is Saint's addiction. This is what I'm addicted to, talking to the people, talking about intelligence. We don't have to talk about just shirts. I make shirts for a living. I also design shirts. You know, I design logos, like I just showed you before earlier in the show. That's logo in an hour. If anybody's interested, I do $100 logos. Hit me in the DM. I'm going to roll this Bleezy. This is the show. I love you. All my heart from the start. Someone should tell you they love you every day. And that's Saint. So peace and love. As always, say goodbye. Chigathon. Peace and love. Blessing. Peace.